Today's video was brought to you by SellYourMac.com. Sell your old Mac and get tons of money back. Hey guys, what's up? APPLEPHANATICS here, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to upgrade or replace the hard drive in your late 2009-2010 MacBook Pro MacBook. The steps are going to be the same. You're just going to want to watch for the screw differences in the MacBook Pro because they are different. I believe the 4 on the top, or yeah, that's the top, this is the bottom. The 4 on the top, so let me switch this around actually because the hard drive's on the other side. So when you're doing this, make sure the Apple is facing you. So the 4 on the top, 2, 3, 4, and the 4 on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, are different sizes. So just keep that in mind. Other than that, it's going to be the exact same sequence. I'm going to be doing some stopping during the video because I don't have a tri-stand or a tripod. So I'm going to show you what to do, and then I will either do it on camera, or if it's too complicated, I'll stop the video from there. You're going to need a SellYourMac, a hard drive, 2.5 SATA hard drive. This is a Seagate Momentous 7200 RPM, 500 gigabyte, and SellYourMac. Talk about them right now for a little bit. Send this out to me. They basically buy your old MacBooks, they'll buy your old Mac computers, and they will give you a really good price for it. I needed a new hard drive to upgrade it, and they were really cool, and they sent me out. I was like, I talked to them, and they're like, yeah, sure, we'll do this for you, and they were really cool, and they helped me out. So I attempted to do it one last week, but the one they sent me had a little issue, but they were cool, got right back to me, and now as you can see, show you the specs, 7200 RPM, 500 gig. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure make sure you don't have any static. So just touch a metal object. Once you have done that, make sure your workplace is cleared off. As you can see, the only thing I have near me is my light, but everything else is clean. For the sake of the video, make sure you have nothing around you that is like going to cause static shock. The hard drive replacement is not as essential as the RAM. If you're upgrading your RAM, you need to make sure you definitely destaticize yourself because you're touching main logic board compartments or components. So the first step is going to be removing these 8 screws. So I'm going to pause the video, remove them, and I will come back when it's them off. You're also going to want to unclip your MacBook Pro. There will be a clip around this side and a clip along this side that you're going to want to somehow unclip. I just slide my screwdriver alongside, and that's pretty much it. So I will come back when they're unscrewed. Alright, so as you can see, the cover is now removed, and I placed my 8 screws in my container. The next thing you're going to want to do is remove the hard drive. Now, this hard drive I got from Apple had a faulty pull screen. So usually you'll be able to, there's going to be a piece of plastic right here that you can just unscrew. I'll show you the screws you're going to want to unscrew. You should be able to right there and right there. But I'll get back to that in a minute. You're going to have a piece of plastic you can just pull off. I don't have that. It fell off. I don't know where it went. It's not like an essential part. You can just put your fingers in it, but it's just kind of ease of access. Alright, so let me pull up my chair. The next step is going to be removing this screw right here and this screw right here. So you're just going to want to remove this screw and this screw. You can't really see it because they're black, but if you can kind of focus, you can see it right there and right there. Remove those. You guys want a little tour of the inside of your MacBook. This is your logic board. This is the RAM. I've upgraded the RAM from 2 gigabytes to 4 gigabytes. Here's your fan. Super drive, so that's where your CD goes, and here's your battery. Pretty simple. And this is the stock hard drive that came with the computer. It is a 250 gigabyte Toshiba 5400 RPM hard drive. And you can see the little Apple symbol. If you guys are going to ask me, this does not void your warranty, because it's actually in your book, and I mean you're like explaining to use your Mac that came with your computer. I mean, if you screw up or something, it might void it, but just replacing it does not void it. So let me remove these 2 screws, and I will come back and show you how to do the next step. Alright, hey guys, so the next step is going to be removing this slot. And all you do is pull up on one of the screws, and it comes out like that, and just place it aside. Now at this point, like I said, you should usually have a little plastic pull cable, but because I don't have that, I'm just going to remove it with my hands. And now you're going to be greeted with the SATA cable, and you're just going to place that down your hard drive, on your battery. Don't place it there. And let me just put my camera down so you guys can see. And you're just going to very simply, very carefully pull off the SATA cable. Alright. So you can see the SATA cable is off. Now I'm going to pause the video, I'm going to open up this hard drive, and I'm going to show you how to remove the 4 column, they're kind of like stabilizers, drawing a blank, these things right here. I'll show you how to remove these things so you can put them onto your hard drive, because you have a spot right there. Oh, you can't see it, so I'll show you when I open up the hard drive. Alright, hey guys, so the next part, I didn't realize I didn't have the specific tool I needed for replacing those. You have to remove them with a certain type of screwdriver, but I used a pair of needle nose pliers, and it worked just as good. You just have to get them down and just unscrew them and then screw them back in. Be careful, but I mean, if you're careful, you should have no issues. Alright, so this hard drive is ready to go. The next step is going to be putting it into the SATA cable. So, as you can see, I've placed the camera, and we're going to take the SATA cable, and we're just going to stick it right back on. Alright, the next step is going to be taking your hard drive and putting it down at an angle like that, so it goes in like that. So now it's back onto your into your computer. You're going to want to take your mounts, make sure they're completely down, and you're going to want to screw back in the screw. Go about 50%, and then once you know it's in here, you can screw it down 100%. Alright, so now we'll screw this all the way down. Alright, so the next step is the easiest step. You're going to just replace the top, screw it back in, make sure you have the right screws if you're using a Macbook, and oops, put it on the wrong side. And make sure you're obviously lining up, because you can see I didn't line it up. So I'm going to pause the video, screw it back in, boot it up, and we will load the operating system. Alright, so the computer is now back in and everything. Now at this point, if I haven't said it, and I don't think I should, but obviously nothing should have been connected to your computer. No power supply, no USB, no nothing. Just don't have anything connected. I assume the majority of the people watching this would know enough not to do that, but you never know. So I'm going to put the computer on. And there's nothing on it. So what we're gonna do, here we go. We're gonna go load the operating system, and that's it. So guys, if you have any questions, let me know. But for Apple Fanatic, this is me saying peace.